While Alabamians have been lulled by the lazy days of summer and the thrill of summer vacations, Congress has passed an energy bill commonly known as the Waxman-Markey bill that is likely the single largest tax on Americans in the history of the country. This 1,200-page bill, now awaiting debate and a vote in the U.S. Senate, will drastically affect the wallet of every person in this state and in the nation. I'm David Sawyer for API New Media, and this is what you need to know. The cap-and-trade legislation now making its way through the U.S. Senate is supposedly focused on affecting climate change and decreasing carbon dioxide emissions. While sound science doesn't support the premise behind the bill, the numbers showing how it will impact each Alabamian's wallet are very real. It promises soaring energy bills, major job losses, income cuts, and another expansion of big government. If this bill becomes law, it will go into effect in 2012. According to the Heritage Foundation, the average family of four will see their energy bill increase by $436 the first year, and that number could exceed $1,200 by 2035. That would be an average increase of $829 per year. After adjusting for inflation, each family can expect a 90% increase in electricity rates, a 74% increase in the cost of gasoline, and a 55% increase in the cost of natural gas. The rise in energy costs will affect every aspect of life. Every industry will be hit with higher operating costs, which will then be passed on to you, the consumer. It'll cost more to produce items, transport them, store them, sell them, and buy them. Although every American will be affected by this energy tax, those who can afford it the least will be burdened the most. According to the Tax Foundation, those in the lowest income brackets will lose between 5 and 10% of their already limited resources, while those in higher income brackets will lose a smaller percentage. This is unacceptable to many state leaders like Charles Steele.
There are many people who will be affected by this in regards to poor people not having, first of all, the economic status of foundation to bring about an increase in terms of the utility bills, in terms of the astronomical costs, in terms of energy overall.
Another way to look at the effects of this bill is to look at each of Alabama's congressional districts. The projected average personal income loss for the years between 2012 and 2035 ranges from $186 million to $270 million. The passage of this bill will bring a devastating impact to the economy in both Alabama and the nation. And for what? Something that science doesn't even prove.
Current cap-and-trade bill in Congress is predicated on the notion that carbon dioxide somehow drives the climate and is the main cause of any type of climate change. That statement is clearly not verified by the evidence we have with real data. Even if you believe carbon dioxide is causing this kind of global temperature variations, then the impact of this bill will be minuscule. It will be so tiny we cannot measure it, because it's down in the hundredths of a degree range by 2050 and maybe a tenth or so by 2100. The outcome of the bill, or the intention of the bill, really fails from a scientific standpoint.
The cap-and-trade bill that the House has passed and is now before the U.S. Senate is not about saving the planet from catastrophic climate change. It's about catastrophically changing the American economy and society. It's not really about going green. It's about your green going. For API New Media, I'm David Sawyer, and this is what you need to know.